Michael, what pleased you most about that performance?
The last hour. I thought we were as good as what we were in the first 30 minutes last week, but we didn't come off it, which almost proves that that's what happened last week, because I thought we were just as good. To go 3-0 in the first half away from home in any leagues, was excellent. And then we've shown the other side of it. They had nothing to lose, went 4-3-3, gung ho, just launched it into the box. So we tweaked what we did, because we didn't have to win the game. We'd already won the game, we just needed to protect it. So I was delighted with the clean sheet. Delighted for Josh. Made a big save after 2 or 3 minutes in the second half. If that goes in, I don't think it's airy scary, but I think it's invites, gets the tails up, come for crosses. I thought we looked comfortable. Like I said, there was a bit of crash bang wallop from them, because they were gung ho. They had nothing to lose, literally. But I thought we dealt with it admirably. And then towards the end, could have maybe picked them off a couple of times as well.
And in that first 30 minutes, you opened them up time and time again.
Yeah, well, when teams try and match us up now that don't do it regularly, we do believe that we know it better than others now. There's other teams in the league that do it a lot, so that's a different case, but they're generally 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. They played the last half an hour like that last week, but we believe that when teams do that, we can move it in certain ways, and I thought we did that really well. To a point when, I think at one point there's probably a 10-minute spell in the first half where they actually didn't want to come out, because they were almost happy to let us have the ball, and we were happy because we were winning the game. So that's probably the lowest 10 minutes lowest key 10 minutes in a League Two game I've seen for a while.
Clearly, you had one or two challenges in terms of selection, which made you gave George a game. How did you think he did?
Oh, it was excellent. Exactly what he did. What he does, sorry. Whenever anyone plays against Lloyd, you're going to know you've been in a game as a centre half. You see his physicality growing now. They're big men he's holding off for the goal. He's learned how to stand still and pin rather than always coming to the ball where it bounces off him. I thought he was top draw. Just had a little laugh because Willow didn't come off with cramp and Lloyd did. So Willow said, "What's cramp?" But just to go to another, it's good for him. We believe he's a good player. It's not paying lip service. He's got a future at this football club, absolutely, and he's been top draw since he come in this pre-season. I think he realises he flattened out a little bit in his development curve last year, our fault and his fault. That he's recognised that, and I thought he was top draw. But Elliot Bond's making his Football League debut, Josh Griffiths' first clean sheet in the Football League. So there's lots and lots of positives today. Willow getting off the mark as well.
People will be interested in George. You'll appreciate that. But given what's happened, does this mean that there'll be any change in plan in terms of what you were thinking of doing with him?
What would you know the plan was? We've got a decision to make on Lloydie. Will depend on other people. But if he keeps doing that, why would you let him out the door? He just won 3-0 away from home, and he was a big part of that. So we have to just make sure that he is getting minutes. If he's not getting minutes, he needs to go on loan, because he needs to have that consistently. So from a totally selfish point of view, I think I said it the other day, I'd keep him here all day. But he's got 2 years, and we want him to be the future of the football club. So his development curve needs to keep going that way. So it's a really tricky one, but we have to make sure the right decision for him and the club.
You played in a team under Steve Cotcher that was very, very strong away from home. And this team now has won 3 league games on a bounce. It's won 3 games in other competitions out the last 4. So it's 6 out the last 7. Well, what is it, do you think, that you're able to do away from home that makes you so strong?
I think we just dig in. Something but we do that at home as well, generally. That's why last week was... So we've played 5 games now and had a bad hour. So I think there's been lots of positives of carrying on from last season, because people are trying to throw hangovers and all things like, and that's not to say that we're the real deal, but we have to be at it all the time. And 3-0, we're still after them and they're after each other, and it is any good team, you have to have resilience. No 2 halves of football are the same, and today was almost the perfect example. Free flowing football one half, and then real dogginess and determination and getting around each other. And if any team's going to be successful, they need that. You look at Liverpool last year, obviously they're the obvious choice, free-flowing football, but they didn't give any goals away either. And it's trying to get that balance between the two.
We've got a week without a game this week. Do you expect anything to happen on the transfer front?
There might be one more coming in. We're not sure yet. We'll see where we're at. Not on a transfer, it'll be a loan. There's no money to spend. Clearly, but that's not us. That's not me moaning. The financial situation of football dictates that. So there potentially might be one coming in. We'll wait and see. But no, 3 week. It's try and get some bodies back. It's been a tough 3 weeks. I think we've played 7 games in 3 weeks. So that's been a real demand on the players in the group. So they'll get Monday off to try and recuperate because we'll be going again Tuesday.